explained everything. Just take it as a revision class and serious about this class, because this chapter is very important for again competitive exams. Okay now in general I will start an examples. So in your surrounding, day to night, you are seeing so many objects. Yes, so some are at rest position and some are in motion. So why they are at rest and why they are moving, why they are in motion, what is the reason? So all these about we are studying. So such a study is known as a mechanics. So once again, so in our regular everyday life we are seeing so many objects here. In those objects some are moving and some are in rest. So we don't know why they are in rest and why they are moving. So to study about the reasons we known as a mechanics. Okay, so we'll start from mechanics. What is mechanics? Anyone? Mechanics. What is the definition for mechanics? Yeah, it is a branch of physics which deals with the study of rest or a motion of physical bodies under the action of force. When you are applying the external force, so the objects, those are in rest, they will start moving, and those are already in motion, they will start at rest. Is it okay? So the study is known as a mechanics. So note down, mechanics is what? The branch of physics, the branch of physics which deals with the study of rest or motion, rest or motion of the physical bodies under the action of force. So please note down the definitions now onwards, because those are definitions from which course, that is related to your 9th standard. So everything now which I am telling the definitions, which I am explaining the examples, please note down and make a proper notes. Now see what we are doing here, we are completely studying about a rest or a motion. We don't know why it is rest, why it is in motion of what? Physical bodies, any physical bodies. So under the action of force, if you apply the force, then only the rest will start motion and motion will comes to rest. So such a subject or such a branch is known as a mechanics. Is it clear? Mechanics is the branch of physics which deals with what? Study of rest or motion of the physical bodies under the action of force. I am repeating twice and thrice. Why? You should be perfect by listening and by seeing. Okay, note down. Next, mechanics are classified into three branches. How many branches? 3 branches, right? First one, statics. Second one, dynamics. Third one, kinematics. So mechanics is broadly classified into 3 types or 3 categories or 3 branches. Those are, first one statics, second one dynamics, third one kinematics. Now side heading, first one, what is this? Statics. We will discuss statics. Again, first, how will you start from definition? how to copy. What is that? It is a branch of mechanics. Mechanics is a branch of physics. Again, statics is a branch of mechanics which deals with the study of material objects at rest position. Rest alliruvanತಹ objects anna study ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? Statics. Statics means what? What is the meaning of static here? Fixed, constant. It is not movable. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆನಾ? ಸ್ಥಿರವಾಗಿರೋದು, ನಿಂತಲ್ಲೇ ಸ್ಥಿರವಾಗಿರೋದು. Right. It is the branch of mechanics which deals with study of material objects at rest is known as statics. What is the static definition here? We are studying about the material objects at rest. Those who are at rest, the study of those rest position we known as a statics. Statics is nothing but what? Always constant, remains constant. It is not moving. What are the examples here? What are the examples for statics? Yeah, at rest position you can see a building, a road, next a stopping car or stopping vehicle, bus, car, train, anything. If it is not moving means that is under a rest. Okay, and you are sleeping, and anything kept on a table. It may be a bottle or it may be a box or any object. If you are kept on a table means that is at a rest position. Is it okay? What are the examples here? Stopped car, sleeping, a book on a table, etc. These are the examples for statics. Now second one, what is that? Dynamics. Yeah, second one, dynamics. Note down the definition. Again, it is the branch of mechanics, yes, right, mechanics which deals with the material objects in motion, taking into consideration the factors which cause the motion is known as dynamics. Slightly change over here. So up to half definition. It is the branch of mechanics which deals with the study of objects in motion, taking into consideration the factors which cause the motion. So if object is under the motion means what is the reason why it is in motion? That factor, that reason should be known. Such a motion is known as a dynamics. ಅದು ಯಾಕೆ ಮೋಷನ್ ಒಳಗಿದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ರೀಸನ್ ಏನು, ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿತ್ತಂದ್ರ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಡೈನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, a stopped car is there. If you are start driving the car means it is moving. You know you are driving the car. There is a noun factor is there. So that noun factor can be considered. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆನಾ? So here cause means reason. You have to know the reason why the object is moving. Such a motion is known as a dynamics. And third one, kinematics. So many examples are there, ma. If you are start running or start walking means there is a reason, na. You are running, you are doing exercise, you are walking. You know, if you are standing at constant at rest position and once you start walking or start jumping or start running means there is a noun factor is there. You are, by knowing the reason, you are doing the jumping or you are running or you are doing something other or you are writing. Yeah, there is a noun causes. You know the reason. You can write any examples. Okay. Then third one, kinematics. Kinematics. Same, mama. I can write here only. So I will change here. This is what? Kinematic definition. Kinematics, right. It is a branch of mechanics which deals with the study of objects in motion. Just add here one word, without taking. Without. Just add one word here, without taking into consideration the factors which cause the motion. Complete the statement for kinematics. Just you have to add one word. What is that? Up to motion is right, but here you are not considering the factors because you don't know the reason, cause, why it is happening. What is the reason for the motion? Kinematics. The definition for kinematics is what, ma? It is the branch of mechanics which deals with the study of material objects in motion without taking into consideration the factors which cause the motion. So there is a motion and we don't know the cause, we don't know the reason why it is in motion or when it is in motion. Such a motion is known as a kinematics. If rain is falling, the raindrops, when it is falling, how it is falling, we don't know. ಮಳೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಹೌದಾ? So if water is coming means the motion in water drops now. So we don't know the reason. That is an example for what? Kinematics. Air is blowing in space. Yeah, thunder. So those are what? Examples for kinematics. ಏನು kinematics ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅದು ಮೋಷನ್ ಒಳಗಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಚಲನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಚಲನೆ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ ಕಾರಣ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಅನ್ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ಲಿ ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೇನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ ನಾವು? ಕೈನಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ಸ್. ಆಲ್ ದ 3 ಬ್ರಾಂಚಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಟು ಆಲ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್? ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ಸ್, kinematics and dynamics. Please do practice, sit and do study today itself, otherwise it is very confusion. Note down, amma. So rain falling, so we don't know the reason why it is falling now. Thunders, lightning, so those are also in motion. Thunders, lightning, ಗುಡುಗು, ಸಿಡ್ಲು, ಮಿಂಚು, ಮಳೆ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನ್ರಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ಮೋಷನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ದೋಸ್ ಆರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕೈನಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ಸ್. Next we are going to discuss about the concept of point object or a point mass. Today's class is very important. Basic gottidre next chapter understand agtadamma. So please pay your attention. I note down all the things. So what is next concept is point object or a point mass. Object already you know what is object here, and point means what? This is the point, bindu, chukki. Then what is the exact definition or a meaning of this point object in this mechanics? How you are going to say it is a point object? Yeah, anyone? Do you know the idea? How can you define point object? We can take any object and size of that object is very small compared to the distance travelled by it. Okay, for example, here chalk holder is there and the size of this chalk holder. So you are going to compare with what? The distance covered by this object, that should be very greater compared to its size. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆನಾ? ಇದರದ ಸೈಜ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ತುಂಬಾ ಚಿಕ್ಕದಿರ್ತದೆ, ತುಂಬಾ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಟು ದ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್. ಸ್ಥಾನ ಪಲ್ಲಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತನೂ ಇದೇನಿರ್ತದೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕದಿರ್ತದೆ. ದೆನ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ದಿ ಚಾಕ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್. ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಇಫ್ the size of the object is very small, in comparison with the distance travelled by it. If the size of the object is very small in comparison with the distance travelled by it, then the object is known as point object. So distance covered or travelled by the object is always greater than what? Size of that object. ಹಂಗಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ? Point object. Or write the definition for point mass. Almost both are same only. If a body or object covers very large distance as compared to its size. So the object is there, that object is covering very large distance, and that distance is compared to what? That a body size. Then its motion can be studying by neglecting its size and or dimensions. To study the motion of that object, we can avoid or neglect what? That body size or object size and its dimension. We can neglecting its size or dimensions. Then the body is known as point mass of an object or a body. This is the statement. Now I will explain by giving an example. So first statement is what? A body is covering a very large distance compared to what? Its size. Let us imagine the body size is what? 2 meter. Okay. So 2 meter is a distance. Distance having the dimension that is L. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ? Just I am giving an example. So the object having a 2 meter, its size is how much? 2 meter, and it covering the distance is how much? 10 meter. So 2 meter is very less compared to its distance. Then we can neglect its size 2 meter and its dimension L can be neglected, and only we can consider the 10 meter. By this we can calculate the motion of the body or object which we are using here. Is it clear, Amma? Only first half definition I am explaining here. A body covers very large distance as compared to its size. Then the motion can be studying by neglecting both its size or dimensions, or both you can neglect. Then the body is said to be what? Point mass of an object or a body. So let us take an example. For a far distance a person is standing. Okay. So you can't see the person hands or legs distinctly. Separately you can't see. It is too far. Only the image you can see. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ನಿಂತಾನ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ you can say, but you can't say whether he is having the legs or hands, or you can't see properly. So such a distance, such a image is known as what? A point mass or a point object. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆನಾ? Example is clear? Just imagine. So person is standing on a hill and you are standing on the earth or somewhere. So ಬಹಳ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ದೂರದಿಂದ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ನಿಂತಾನಂತ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಹೊರತು you can't recognize whether he is having a leg or a hands or something else, other body parts. You can't recognize, you can't say. Such a example is known as what? Point mass or a point object. Let us take one more example. If a plane is moving under the several thousand kilometers far away. So another aeroplane, when it is in journey, it is not in journey means you can't consider the aeroplane is a point object. When you are going to consider, if it is the under the journey, if you are moving, then only you can say it is a point object. When if it is a several thousand kilometers far away, then you can see the object, that the aeroplane will be become a very small dot. ಹೇಗೆ ಅದು ದೂರ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾ ಅವಾಗ ಏನು ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ? ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ನಾ. ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡಿರ್ತೀರಿ ಏರೋಪ್ಲೇನ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ ಹತ್ರ ಮೇಲದು ಬಂದಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅದು ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಭಾಳ ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತಾ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಏನು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತಾ? ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ವೆರಿ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್. ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ತರ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ, ಒಂದು ಚುಕ್ಕಿ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲುಕ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟಾರ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆನಾ? ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನೌನ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ದಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಸ್. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್, ಅದು ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಬಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್. ಓಕೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಅರ್ತ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಸ್ when you are studying the motion of the earth around the sun, then only you can consider the earth as a point object or a point mass. Now it is clear about this point mass andre eno, point object andre eno? Clear or not? Dear students, can I explain once again what is the point mass or point object? Both are same only. So point object or a point mass means what? You can see the object but its size is very small. You can't recognize how it is. If person is standing means you can see the image. You can't say hands or small body parts, legs, hands, neck, all these things. Okay. ಸೊ ಅದು ತುಂಬ ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾಗಿ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಆ ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾಗಿ ಕಾಣುವಂಥ ಇಮೇಜಿಗೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಏನಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ ನಾನು? ಏರೋಪ್ಲೇನ್. ಇಫ್ ಏರೋಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ದ ಜರ್ನಿ, ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಎಟ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಯು ಕಾಂಟ್ ಸೇ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಸ್. ವೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ದ ಜರ್ನಿ ಅಬೌಟ್ several thousand kilometers, then you can treat, you can consider that aeroplane is what? A point object or a point mass. Clear or not? Everyone? Madhu, Farhan, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ? Still any doubt is there? Okay, note on the example. Example ಬರ್ಕೋರಿ. Can't remember, I know. After few days again you will forget. Example: when a person sees at very large distance his hands, legs can't see distinctly. A person see at very large distance, his hands, legs can't see distinctly. One more example, a plane under the journey about several thousands kilometers, then you can treat a plane is an point mass or a point object. Enough? अर्थ आयता? Okay, fine. Now we are going to start about a rest and motion. Now tell me the definition for rest. What is rest? What is rest? Next side heading, rest. Rachita, Aditi, any answers from you? Yeah, it is not changing its position. Yeah, simple definition, Amma. Say once again what you told. Yeah, it is definition for a rest. Yeah, it is not changing its position with respect to time and with respect to its surrounding. You should mention these words. You told the definition before, that is a definition for 9th standard. Now just improve few more words along with the statement. Okay, note down what is the rest here. I have given the definition, and I told Monday we are going to start a new chapter. Read and come. Okay, a particle. What is particle here? What do you mean by particle? Always particle is a point mass, not point. Particle is a point mass. How to define particle? Particle is a point mass. A particle is said to be at rest if it does not changing its position with respect to its surrounding with time. You should mention the time here. Time is very important. With respect to time, if it is not changing its position, then you can say it is at a rest. Or one more definition you can say, if a body is at rest, if it occupies the same position at all the instant of time. All the instant of time means all the instant means every time the position will be same only. Time is keep on going, but position, object or a body, if it is at this position means the remains the position object will be here only, but the time is moving. Time is moving forward. The object is here means here, 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 here. The rest there is no change in motion. It will be remains at rest. You can say this definition or you can say this definition. Again rest example same in Baritiri. Same static and the rest both are same only. Okay, the same examples you can write here: sleeping, sitting. Next, motion. Mute your mobile. Okay, what is motion? Same definition, but what you will do here? Does not you can remove and it is changing. Just you can replace the word does not remove and replace the word changing its position with respect to its surrounding with the time. Same definition. If it does not means the definition is rest. If you remove this part means the definition for a motion. Okay, right. A particle is said to be at a rest if it is changing its position with respect to its surrounding with the time. Or one more definition. Who will say this one? If a body is at rest, if it occupies, what happens? If it is position changing means different positions and different instant of time. Write down. If it occupies the different positions at different time intervals is known as a motion. What are the examples for motion? Anyone? Farhan, give an example for motion. Charan. Motion के example है रे. Moving vehicle, moving car. Next. Note down. Yeah, wind is also. Wind is nothing but air blowing, birds flying, motion of a kite flying in a sky. These are all what? Examples for a motion. They are in motion. Right. Now, types of motion. Side heading. Motion is clear now? Understood? Definition and example. Any doubt? Types of motion. Anybody knows how many types are there in motion? 3 types are there: 1D, 2D and 3D. First one, one dimensional motion. Second one, 2-dimensional motion. Third one, 3-dimensional motion. You can say it is 1D, this is 2D, this will be 3D. Right. So how many types are there in motion? Total 3 types. One is one-dimensional motion, we call it as a 1D. 2-dimensional motion, we call it as a 2D, and 3-dimensional motion, it is a 3D motion. Right. Now first one, side heading, one-dimensional motion. Anyone? What is one dimensional motion? If a body or object moving in a straight line is known as a one dimensional motion. That's it. Write down. The motion of a body in a straight line, or athava, one more definition, a body moves along a straight line, is known as one dimensional motion. One dimensional motion. It is called as a rectilinear motion. Rectilinear motion means what? Any object, if it is moving in a straight line, is known as a rectilinear motion. Examples. You can define simply the motion of a body in a straight line is known as a one dimensional motion. Need not to write all the two definitions, write any one. If you are feeling difficulty to writing this definition, go for this one. What is that? A body moves along a straight line is known as a one dimensional motion. Example, the box placed on a seat remains at rest in the bus moving in a straight road. Imagination ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. While I am giving example, you have to imagine yourself. What is the example here? The box placed on a seat remains at rest in the bus moving in a straight road. So straight road ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ? ಬಸ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So ಬಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತ ಸೀಟ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾಸೆಂಜರ್ ಕೂರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, so instead of passenger you are keeping some box with some load. ಅದೇನಾಗ್ತದ? It will be at a remains at rest position. It will not, if it is fell down means it is not a one dimensional motion. Okay, sometimes some harms are coming means while braking the box will be fell down. That is not a one dimensional motion. The box should not be disturbed and the bus is moving in a straight road means that motion is known as what? A one dimensional motion. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆನಾ? ಸೊ ಬಸ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ? ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ರೋಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಬಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನಿಟ್ಟಿರಿ? ಒಂದು ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ? ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ರೋಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಬಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಒನ್ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನಲ್ ಮೋಷನ್. ಒನ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ? One more example. This is first one. Take another example. The motion of a train in straight track. So this is a examples for one dimensional motion. Now second one, what is that? So before going to second one, just note down, note point. When one coordinate of the position of a body is changing with time, then the body moving one dimensionally. Body moving one dimensionally. So next class, so next concept we are going to discuss about the coordinates. What are these coordinates? Okay, just remember, when one coordinate of the position of a body is changing with time, then the body is moving in one dimensionally. Coordinates are nothing but a x, y, z. If you are considering a 3 axis means x, y, z. If you are considering a 2 axis means you can take a x, y or a y, z or a z, x. If you are considering one dimension means anyone, it may be x, y, z. These are known as a coordinates. Next I will discuss what is the coordinate. This is understood, ma? For one dimensional we are going to consider only one coordinate is going to change with respect to time. How? I will explain. Okay, just look at here. It is what? A straight line or a horizontal line. If you put an arrow mark means you can consider it is a x-axis. Right here x-axis. If object is here, if it is moving with respect to time means you are considering only one axis now, one coordinate x, y, z. Among these three you can consider, or if it is moving vertical, it is y-axis, you are going to consider y-axis. If it is moving in this direction, you can consider this is the z-axis. Among these three, you can consider only one. If it is two means it comes under a two-dimensional. If you are considering all the three, it comes under a three-dimensional. Is it clear, ma? Okay, next side heading is what? Two-dimensional motion. Second one, two-dimensional motion, 2D. The motion of a body in plane or a body moves in a plane is known as ಏನಂತಾರೆ two-dimensional motion. If the object is moving in a plane, it may be a xy plane or a yz plane or a zx plane, then we call it as a two-dimensional motion. Example for two-dimensional: the motion of a car in a circular path. The motion of a car in a circular path. Can take one more example: the projectile motion. These are examples for two-dimensional. Now, the motion of a car in a circular path. So here it is a circle. See the board, everyone. So here it is a circle. If car is at here, it is a center point. Just take xy plane. This is x, this is y. If car is moving at this position, so if car is here means it covers the distance y-axis and also x-axis. So here x-axis, here it is y-axis. It is covering both the axis, means it is moving in both the planes. So now you can join this. Now the object is here means The object is covering x-axis and y-axis. It is moving along x-axis and y-axis at a time. Okay. If it is here means a car is here means again this is here. So it is covering x-axis and y-axis, both the distance. Either it may be a 5 centimeter, 5 meter or a 4 meter, and here it is a 10 meter or a 15 meter, like this. In circular path, the object or a person, it can cover both the axes. Artha agtide? Two-dimensional motion. Now come to the point of projectile motion. What do you mean by projectile? Projectile or a project is nothing but a throwing the object. If your stone or any object, if you are throwing like this, if you are throwing like this means what will happen? You will see the parabolic curve. It will fall like this. This is what a example. Again, this is what y-axis, x-axis. If object is here means it is covering x-axis and it is covering y-axis. Is it clear? Artha agtide ma? What is projectile motion and what is a motion in a circular path? Clear? Understood? Any doubt? No, na? Right. Note point for two-dimensional. When two coordinates of a body is changing its position with time, then the body is in two-dimension. Body is moving in two-dimensionally. Okay. So if it is two-dimensional means we are going to consider two coordinates. So x, y, z. These are the set of coordinates for three-dimensional. If you are considering for a two-dimensional means you can take x and y plane or y and z plane or a z and x plane. So like this in combination you have to consider. So here xy if you consider means these two planes are changing with respect to time. Artha agtide? Athava if you are considering a yz plane means here y and z both are changing with respect to time. Similar case in zx. This is about what a two-dimensional motion. Now the third one is three-dimensional motion. Three-dimensional motion. Yes, who will define three-dimensional motion? Anyone? The motion of a body in space or a body moves in a space. Moves in a space is known as three-dimensional motion. Definition is clear, Emma? Any object? Three-dimensional motion. Okay. So what is three-dimensional motion? A motion in a space or a body or object is moving in a space means we can call it as a three-dimensional motion or a 3D. Examples: a fish in aquarium or it is swimming in a water. First example, Second one, the motion of a flying kite. One more example, the birds flying in the sky. These are the few examples for what? Three-dimensional motion. A fish in aquarium, a fish is swimming, or a person is swimming in a water. A swimming pool means what will happen? We don't know the direction. Either it is a straight line or it is a two-dimensional. It is a space, means you can consider it as a three-dimensional motion. So the motion of a flying kite, galipata, so that is also an example for a 3D. And the birds flying in the sky, example for a 3D. Is it clear, Amma? How many types are there in motion? Everyone? What are those? What are those? 1D, 2D, 3D. Okay. Definition is clear. 1D means what? Motion in a straight line. 2D means what? Motion in a plane. 3D means what? Motion in a space. Khatam. Examples. One example. Get ready. In exam, they may ask along with the definition and examples. Okay? Right. So, any doubt about the dimensions? 1D, 2D, 3D, examples, note point, everything is clear now? Okay. Now, we are going to start a concept of position. Position. Yes, ma'am? What happened? Note. Okay, we didn't written, na? Right. Note down. Note. Sorry, I forgotten. When all the three coordinates of the position of a body changing with respect to time, then the body is moving three-dimensionally. Okay, now all the 3 points we are going to use in a space. Done? Writing part is over, ma? Okay. So put a side heading, position. Now please tell me the meaning of position. Position ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತಾ? What is the meaning? What word you will get it? ಏನದು position ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಅರ್ಥ ಹೇಳಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್. Meaning. We'll start from meaning. Position. What is your position? Whether you are sitting or sleeping or standing, something you are doing, na? You have to say your position. Means the place where someone or something should be. They are sleeping or that vehicle is started or it is moving or it is a rest. Just you are saying the position. ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಏನು ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಐತಿ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, if I want to know the position of any person, I don't know whether he is sitting or standing or sleeping. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆನಾ? That is what a position. So in position in physics or in mechanics, how we are going to apply, how you are going to say, or you can say position of a measurement or position measurement. Position measurement. How you are going to measure the position? The place where the object or position of an object. The place where the position of an object is to know, we need frame of reference. Frame of reference. This is the new word. So how we are going to measure the position? So you are going to measure the position by frame of reference. What is frame of reference? After the position we'll discuss. Now the place where the position of an object is to know. The object or a person ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? Position, or to know the location of the object with respect to the reference point or a frame of reference is known as a position of a measurement. Now I will give the example. Just imagine here is an object is there, something temple or a hospital, imagine anything, some building is there. So I am mentioning or I taken this as a object O. So what we are taking here? Temple, is it okay? Or hospital or any building or any object, just imagine yourself, and that object can be taken as a O. It is my reference point. So O is what here? Object, and the three observers are there here. Just it is an example I am giving you. Just imagine here person A is standing here. Person A is standing here, and one more person is standing here. Let us take it as a person B, and one more person C. ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ರು 3 ಜನ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. So all the 3 persons are standing at a different positions. So here temple or any object or any vehicle ಏನಾದರೂ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಇರೋ ಹಂಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, 3 persons ಅನ್ನ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ. So the 3 persons are standing at the different positions. Okay, so person A, from here to here let us take it as a 5 meter, and here to here let us take it as a 4 meter, and from here to here 3 meter. ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ನಿಂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು? From object to person A is how much distance is there? 5 meter, and from this to person B is 4 meter, and object to person C is how much? 3 meter. So this is which direction amma? Here this direction is, this is a west, this is east, and here it is a south. So all the 3 directions, 3 persons are standing, and all the 3 persons are observing a 3 measurement. All the 3 measurement or 3 observations are correct only, they are not wrong, but the measurements are different, but observation is right, because according to their position, object distance, according to their position where they are standing, according to them the distance is right only, it is not wrong. So how? See here, the person A says, what he says, point O is 5 meter away in west direction. According to person A, it is right now. He is standing away from 5 meter. That's why he is telling that object is at a 5 meter away from which direction? West direction. Next, the person B says point O is how much ma? 4 meter away in which direction? In south direction. Very important concept amma. In vector we are going to deal with these things only, that's why I am explaining clearly in depth. Now third person, who is that? The person C. The person C says what he says, point O. Point O is how much meter? 3 meter away in east direction. Up to this point it is clear? Simple आगे, just I took here one object and I took a 3 persons or a 3 observer, and all the 3 observer giving the same observation or different observation? They are giving a different observations, but they are correct. How? Based on with respect to their position, with respect to their distance, how much they are far, and along with the directions. It is right only. So those statements are written here. A person A says point O is 5 meter away in west direction. ಈ direction ಇಂದ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮೀಟರ್ ದೂರ ಇದೆ? 5 meter. Person B ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? So again object is 4 meter away in south direction, downward ಇದೆ. Again it is east direction, 3 meter ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಇವ್ರ calculation ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. Their observation they are telling. Then based on these observations, can we say or can we write any point? We can consider any point that can be completely expressed on the based on 2 factors. One is with respect to distance and another is with respect to direction of the observer. So if you want to define any point or any object based on 2 factors, one factor is what? Distance from the observer. Observer in the pointing ಎಷ್ಟು distance ಇದೆ, that is the first factor, and one more factor is what? Direction with respect to observer. Observer linda we have to see the direction. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆನಾ? So this is very very important. So I will write here. Therefore the position of any point can be completely expressed by how many factors? How many factors? 2 factors. 2 factors. One is the distance from the observer, right? Full point. And second one is what, ma? The direction with respect to the observer. These 2 points are very very important. Based on these 2 points or factors, the position can be characterized by vector because direction is there. That's why we can say it is a vector. Therefore position can be characterized by vector is known as position vector. Position vector. While solving problems, these concepts will be very very helpful. So please try to understand why we are saying position is a vector, because this position vector can be defined based on 2 factors. One is distance, another is direction from the observer. So this is the statement. Now I am going to consider 3 axes. First one is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is z-axis. This is the center point O. Object is moving. Let us take it as a point P, and it is having the coordinates. What are those coordinates? X, y, z. Okay. So object is moving from here to here. This point, this much distance is cleared along with the y-axis and the z axis. See here, both the distance up to here, 1 2 3 4 5 centimeter, just imagination, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 centimeter here. So it is covering both the sides distance. Now you can say a point or a object is moving in a plane, xy plane, then how to write a position vector? Always position vector can be written as r bar, vector r, like this, r bar or a vector r. This is the symbol for vector, vector r you can say or a r bar, ಎರಡು ತರನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. It is convenient to you. I will write here. Just draw this diagram. Done. ಆಯ್ತಾ? Okay. Consider a point. After this diagram, note this one. Consider a point P in xy plane, in xy plane, and x comma y are the coordinates. Then